All right. I'm going to say something that's going to shock some of you Eminem fans, and it will not shock some of you, okay? Especially some of you who are honest with yourselves or were around at that time, okay? Or maybe you just had a completely different perspective from the people that I was around. When Eminem first dropped, and I'm not talking about his very first album because I didn't know who he was on his first album. I didn't hear the first album, but mainstream, when he dropped My Name Is, we all thought the video was entertaining and that he could rap, at least in my household. I have a lot of brothers. But, you know, we wasn't really banging it like that. It was like a silly song where the dude could rap. I didn't really take him that serious. Like, oh, he can rap. He's dope. But it felt like a single. It felt like it was being pushed so that it was easily digestible to the masses. And I'm not a big singles fan when it's like, when it feels forced, you know, but he showed off his pen. He showed off his ability to be able to ride beats and switch up his bars and things of that nature. But I didn't gravitate toward it. I just thought it was entertaining. And then I just watched the next video that came on TV. I didn't take him very serious until I heard The Way I Am. When I heard that song, that let me know a few things about Eminem. It let me know that he had balls because he was coming after the media, his critics, and everything else. It let me know that he can write with substance, with substance. I hadn't heard the first album yet. Mind you, I didn't go save my little pennies and go buy the first album. Okay, I hadn't bought it yet. So this was the first album. I'm gonna say the first album was the Marshall Mathers LP. I know it was Infinite. I'm talking about the first mainstream album. I didn't go buy that album. I bought the Marshall Mathers LP, not the Slim Shady LP. I'm sorry, I'm getting it backwards. So I went and bought that album, and it was fire. I actually bought both albums. I was like, well, if this is dope, let me go listen to the first album as well. I vaguely remember it. I remember the Ken Kniff from Connecticut skits and stuff like that. Most of that music, if I listen to it now, it'd be like new to me because it's been so long. Mind you, I had so much music to consume at that time. I had like 3 CD cases. So while some people may be fixated on their favorite rapper and only listen to their music, I was listening to everything. I had the Fugees in this album. I had Wu-Tang here. I had Rockefeller. I had the Hot Boys. You know, it was so much music, so we wasn't just focused on Eminem, okay? So I'm like, yeah, he's dope. When I heard that song, I'm like, this dude is incredible. So I bought the album, and this is going to be my review of the song. I haven't heard this song in years, and I'm just going to give you my take on it, listening to it. This is something that's different. You guys can let me know if you like this format by liking the video, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell. If you guys like me spending more time on camera and giving my perspective on certain music, or if you just want me to continue to react to music I haven't heard, which I'll still do on this channel, all right? But I just thought this might be something fun to do where I give you my opinion on someone who was there when the music dropped, and what at least the people around me, what their perspective was, you know, because they were all hip hops. I couldn't afford all those CDs. My brothers, we were all swapping different CDs and listening to different artists, it was just a great time in hip hop back then. So let's go ahead and get into the reaction. If you like this content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Let me go ahead and get these headphones on. All right. Let's go. And this was the first beat that Eminem made and produced here for an album.
Better if you gave me nothing at all. This album is less than nothing. I can't sell this record. You're rapping about homosexuals and Vicodin. I can't sell this. Either change the record or it's not coming out.
This song is for anyone. Shut up and listen.
Just shut up and listen, okay? Like, I just love that he had cojones. You know, he wasn't this dude acting silly all the time in the videos, which is great. And if you think about it, his favorite rappers are Andre 3000 and Redman. You want to know the similarities between the two? Is that those are two rappers who are unapologetically themselves, okay? Andre 3000 will put a skirt on or whatever. He's always been different. Nobody cares. Nobody will call him anything different. He's a legend, and he's always been himself, okay? Same thing for Redman. Neither one of them portray themselves to be gangsters or anything of that nature. So I can see why Eminem gravitated towards those artists. And they both had a pen. They both have a pen. I'm sorry. Just a little thing of why those are his favorite rappers, in my opinion. I've never spoken to Eminem. I don't know. I'm just a regular guy, that regular hip hop fan, but that's why those are. And if you think about it, that's why his first single, he was like, all silly and funny in the video. He could be himself. He didn't try to come in trying to be some gangster or be hard. He wanted to be himself, and that's one thing I like about him.
Hey yo,
I sit back with this pack, in this bag, and it gets me needed to be the most meanest MC on this earth. And since birth, I've been cursed with this curse to just curse it.
And by the way, I think this is the first time and only time I could hear anybody use this particular flow. I had never heard a flow like this before. This was completely original. It blew my mind at the time. I was like, with this curse, I'm like, what the,
Just blurt, this berserk and bizarre, it works and it sells and it helps in itself to relieve all this tension, dispensing these sentences, getting the stress that's been eating me recently. I mean, the way he's putting these words together, just genius. It's one of my all-time favorite Eminem songs, by far. Love this song. Mind you, I haven't heard most of his albums, though. I've heard, I think the last Eminem album I heard was the Eminem Show, which I really love that album, by the way. And again, me being an adult, doing a lot of things, I tapped in and out of hip hop, so there's a lot of stuff I missed. Some people say, how do you not hear these albums? Well, some of us have to work for a living, Off to this chest and I rest again peacefully. But at least have the decency in you to leave me alone when you freaks see me out in the streets when I'm eating or feeding my daughter.
He said, when you freaks see me out when I'm eating and feeding. I just loved the way he went at everybody in this track. When you freaks see me out when I'm feeding my daughter, okay?
Not come and speak to me.
I don't know you.
And no, I don't owe you a thing. I'm not Mr. Instinct. I'm not what your friends think. I'm not Mr. Friendly. I can be a if you tip me, my tank is on empty.
You tip me, my tank is on empty. I haven't heard this song in so long. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little overexcited about this track. I forgot how much I like this song.
No patience is in me, and if you offend me, I'm lifting you 10 feet. In the air, I don't care who was there and who saw me just jaw you.
Who saw me just jaw you. They don't even talk that no more. Back in the day, they said, man, I'll jaw you in your face. You know what I mean? I'm going to punch you in your mouth. He just saw me just jaw you. And he's from Detroit. I'm from Ohio, so we use similar lingo or whatever, So, yeah. And coincidentally, Machine Gun Kelly is from Ohio, who beefed with Eminem. You want to know whose side I'm on? Eminem's. I can't stand Machine Gun Kelly. Sorry.
We'll call you a lawyer, file you a lawsuit. I'll smile in the courtroom and buy you a wardrobe. I'm tired of all you. I don't mean to be mean, but that's all I can be. It's just me, and I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? In the paper, the news, every day I am. Radio won't even play my jam.
Radio won't even play my jam. That's a shot at the radio. It just lets me know he was passionate when he wrote this song. He was pissed off. He went into the booth like, I got something to say. Yo, Dre, run. Well, Dre didn't make this beat, but you know what I'm trying to say.
'Cause I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? In the paper, the news, every day I am. I don't know, it's just the way I am. Sometimes I just feel like my father. I hate to be bothered with all of this nonsense. It's constant and it's just lyrical content. The song Guilty Conscience has gotten such rotten responses.
Guilty Conscience has gotten such rotten responses. That's why I say he's the greatest lyricist of all time, in my opinion.
All of this controversy circles me, and it seems like the media immediately points a finger at me.
The way he rhymes words is so unconventional. I know I'm like rewinding at different times. I'm just a little overexcited for this reaction. But if you like this, like the video, let me know. The way he rhymes words together is so unconventional, and the way he can think of creative ways to rhyme words, it's just unmatched by anybody. You got to give it to him.
This lyrical content, the song Guilty Conscience has gotten such rotten responses, and all of this controversy circles me, and it seems like the media immediately points a finger at me. So I point one back at him, but not the index or pinky or the ring or the thumb. It's the one you put up
when you don't give a when you won't just put up with the bull they pull, cause they full of too. When a dude's getting bullied and shoots up the school and they blame it on Maryland.
Yeah, Marilyn Manson in the video. How wild was that?
And the heroin, where were the parents at? And look where it's at, middle America. Now it's a tragedy, now it's so sad to see an upper class city having this happening. Then attack Eminem,
Cause I rap this way.
I rap this way, but I'm glad cause they feed me the fuel that I need for the fire to burn, and it's burning and I have returned, and I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? In the paper, the news, every day I am. Radio won't even play my jam, cause I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? In the paper, the news, every day I am.
And then he has such a great sense of humor, man.
That's the way I am. I'm so sick and tired of being admired that I wish that I would just die or get fired.
I wish I would die or get fired. Wow.
And drop from my label. Let's stop with the fables. I'm not gonna be able to top what my name is.
They wanted him to top that. They want him to push another single like My Name Is, which is really not, and I'm just guessing here, not really necessarily his style of the music he wants to make all the time. You know, he'll put that out for the fans, but he wants to make music like this and be himself. But back then, a record label, they own you. They say, hey, we need a single. You're not making an album until you put out a cheesy or what. That's why sometimes you'll see they'll put out a single or something like that, and it doesn't sound anything like the album. The album would just be completely different based off what the artist wanted. But the label only cares about selling records.
Pigeonholed into some poppy sensation that got me rotation at rock and roll stations, and I just do not got the patience to deal with these cocky Caucasians who think.
Cocky Caucasians. I've always loved that. I don't know why. I just thought it had a ring to it to deal with these cocky Caucasians.
For the top of my name is pigeonholed into some poppy sensation that got me rotation at rock and roll stations.
At rock and roll stations. I just realized how you putting this together too. This is just crazy.
And I just do not got the patience to deal with these cocky Caucasians who think I'm so who just tries to be black cause I talk with an accent and grab on my balls.
No, he's from Detroit.
So they always keep asking the same question. What school did I go to? What hood I grew up in? The why, the who, what, when, the where, in the house. Till I'm grabbing my hair and I'm tearing it out. Cause they driving me crazy. I can't.
He just went bananas on this track. I know I said I'm gonna say it again, man. This is fire. Honestly, man.
Grabbing my hair and I'm tearing it out. Cause they driving me crazy. I can't take it. I'm racing, I'm pacing, I stand and I sit, and I'm thankful for
I love this next verse.
every fan that I get, but I can't take it in the bathroom without someone standing by it.
Yo, you people are weird. Okay, if I saw Eminem in the bathroom, I don't care. Okay, I am not knocking on the stall. I'm not speaking to him. I'll wait till he gets out of the bathroom like a regular human being. But some people are just so entitled. I mean, I guess it's where we live at. Entitlement is a big thing now. You know, some of you are entitled me to tell me how to do my videos, you know.
You know I won't sign your autograph. You can call me and ask. I'm glad cause I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? In the paper, the news, every day I am. Radio won't even play my jam cause I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? In the paper, the news, every day I am. I don't know, it's just the way I am.
Now that I'm listening to this beat, and by the way, this is his first beat, especially when he brings in, I don't know what instrument this is. This was an incredible beat, especially as the song goes on.
Radio won't even play my jam, cause I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? In the paper, the news, every day I am. I don't know, it's just the way I am.
Yeah, this beat was dope. Now this is music. This is music with a concept. This is music from the heart. He is cheating a little bit because he's a genius. You know what I mean? So there's that there. You know, but overall, this is what I hate to sound old. This is what music is missing, man. You know, somehow as a majority, as far as in hip hop. I'm only speaking about hip hop. It's missing a lot of this. You know, everybody just is copying everyone, and this was completely original. Okay, this was a completely original. This is a guy pouring his heart out on the track. He did a great job with the video. Another thing I want to say is a lot of reason why Eminem gets a lot of criticism in hip hop. And I know a lot of other people, you know, that react to Eminem videos will just like, oh, he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. I'm not that reactor. I'm gonna always keep it 100 with you and tell you my honest opinion. You know, whether you like it, if you don't, you don't. I don't care. Is Eminem a lot of time didn't get the credit he do. I also think it was because he came out with those silly singles and stuff like that. And hip hop respects a lot of toxic gangster type music, so he had to like, you know, you have to like earn your stripes. And that also goes with who you beef with too. If you want to look up some of his beefs that he beefed with here, let me pull it up. I think he beefed with Moby, Christina Aguilera. He beefed with Ja Rule, Joe Budden, more recently, Nick Cannon, Machine Gun Kelly, Will Smith. His beefs, Mariah Carey, I think I said that, Christina Aguilera. Okay, so Christina Aguilera, Mariah Carey, if you're a hip-hop artist, you don't beef with chicks, with women, okay? So that always put a little notch on him. And then he beefed with Moby. Like, if you're going to beef, you know, 50 came in. He had a beef with Ja Rule too, but I don't really call that Eminem's beef. That was 50's beef. That Eminem, that's his boy. He gonna back up his team. That's what you're supposed to do. So he inherited that beef. So I don't really count the Ja Rule beef because that's actually a respectable beef. The Machine Gun beef is also a respectable beef as well. Machine Gun Kelly, like I said, he's from my hometown, and I'm not a big fan of Machine Gun Kelly. I'm sorry. You know, who would win in a fight between Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly? I would have to pick Eminem because I'd rather see him see Machine Gun Kelly. Who would win between him and Nick Cannon? I don't know. I've seen Nick Cannon's Instagram. He's an ox. I'm gonna have to give it to Nick Cannon. Between him and Jermaine Dupri, because they used to beef as well, I'm gonna give it to Eminem, I think. But here's the one that was a funny beef to me, was the one with Will Smith. He beefed with Will Smith because when Will Smith won, he said he doesn't have to cuss and be vulgar in his records. And Eminem's response was one of the best responses ever. I remember this. He was like, Will Smith don't got to cuss in his raps to sell records. Well, I do. So fuck him and fuck you too. I absolutely love the response that Eminem did to Will Smith. And I don't know if Will Smith ever came back. Maybe he did get jiggy with it. I don't know, but I love Will. But it was just funny. Something I thought I would bring up. But yeah, it was these beefs with these, I would say Christina Aguilera, Mariah Carey, Will Smith, who else? Moby. That put more of a chink in his armor as far as why some rappers, you know, they want, you know, you can't beef with those. These are nobodies. And then, but as he progressed, you know, he started beefing with Joe Budden and beefing with it. And he'll kill anyone lyrically on a track. But this is earlier, younger Eminem, you know, which he should have really just ignored these people. And I think that he would have gotten a lot more. Now he gets it years later, but he would have got it a lot quicker. He gets it. If you don't have Eminem in your top 5, you're crazy. Okay? You're absolutely crazy. Who's the GOAT? That's always going to be debatable. Now, because if you relate more to Eminem, you're going to pick Eminem. If you relate more to Andre 3000 or Jay-Z or whatever, and you're not wrong. Okay? So, guys, that's it. If you like this video, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. If you like this style, like it. If you don't, thumbs down it. Okay? All right. So you guys have a great day. Peace.